evening. I'm Lee Zurich along with John Snell and Mike Sherman. And John Bel Edwards is reelected, a Democrat getting reelected as governor in the state of Louisiana, defeating Eddie Rispone tonight. Still 3% of the precincts out there, but John Bel Edwards with 51% of the vote. As we welcome in back in John and Mike Sherman, and we kind of get back to our discussion on this election. Which one, if you're John Bel Edwards, which one is more impressive, defeating David Vitter last time or defeating Eddie Rispone when you have a Donald Trump who's popular coming in 3 times?
There's no competition. This one is so much more impressive of a campaign to have run. 4 years ago, there was an active group of Republicans who were anybody but Vitters.
Yeah.
There was no anybody but Rispone, folks. This is a deep red state. The President of the United States of America made personal visits. His Vice President did. His children did. The President tried making this about party. Governor John Bel Edwards was able to find a path to victory by boosting turnout among his base and winning over some Abraham voters.
Let me add a couple of footnotes here, which I think you may agree with, and that is that if you are, I think we lose track of it sometimes, if you are the governor of Louisiana, you have more power in your state than the vast majority of governors in their states.
No doubt about it.
The purse strings are in Baton Rouge. And Mike, I remember going up, I cover a lot of coastal stories. About a year ago, I went to Baton Rouge to the Coastal Protection and Restoration Authority. There was some kind of ceremony there, and there was John Bel. Before the campaign had started, John Bel Edwards, as all governors do, you know, handing out grants and talking about projects that would happen in certain areas and certain parishes. And you just looked around the room at not always Democratic officials by any means, you know, there at the governor. If you are the parish president of Lafayette Parish, you're in a Republican parish, for example, you're a Republican, but you've got to deal with the governor, whoever it is. And there's just enormous power in controlling the purse strings and in incumbency. I would submit to you more so with the Louisiana governor than most.
Yeah, I think that's very true. And I think it gave the governor an opportunity to build some alliances. But here's what the Republican Party did at the statewide level to not have a repeat of 2015. They made it very clear. They drew a battle line. If you want to continue to be endorsed by the Republican Party in Louisiana, you may not endorse Democratic Governor John Bel Edwards. And I think that what we didn't see this time was a large group of Republicans vocally endorsing the governor.
Let's go to Baton Rouge and find out what's happening there from Sabrina Wilson and Kim Holden as we await John Bel Edwards.
The stage is here, and Governor Edwards is walking to the podium as we speak. So we are going to step aside and go ahead and listen in to what he has to say for his victory speech tonight. He is shaking supporters' hands with his closest friends and family members on stage with him. Mayor Latoya Cantrell behind him. Some senators, city council members from New Orleans all on stage.
And he's shaking hands. You know, the governor never wavered. When I talked to him, he always thought he would pull it out tonight. And indeed he did, being re-elected as a Democratic governor in the Deep South.
My love for this state deepens with every day that I have the honor to serve as your governor, because every day I get to meet more Louisianans who remind me how blessed we are to call this great state home. The goodness, the decency, the generosity of the people of Louisiana inspire me. Just look around this room. This room looks like the great state of Louisiana.
And we're going to continue to work for this state so every child would have an opportunity to receive an education, an opportunity to have hope, and an opportunity to know Christ. God bless you, and thank you so much for being here.
That was Eddie Rispone's concession speech here at LeBerge Casino. I'm Rob Krieger alongside Meg Gatto, where the party really is getting underway right now. Eddie Rispone smiles as he's going through the crowd, thanking his supporters. But you heard him there say he is disappointed in this result.
He said, I'm going to be honest, I'm disappointed about the result of this race. But he said he still wants to be here tonight to greet every single one of the people who came out here to support him. In fact, when he was making his way through the crowd, we attempted to speak to Mr. Risponi, ask him a couple of questions. He was not taking any questions. In fact, we were shut down by his staff. But he said that he wants to just thank the people who basically, devoted months of their lives to help him get to where he got to be. But unfortunately, for him, he was not able to secure a win in this race tonight.